Hello everyone, my name is Rick from All Positive Dog Services. January is National Walk Your Pet Month, so I thought I'd do you a little video on how to walk the dog. In the rest of this video you'll see one of my dogs, Roo, and the sort of things we get up to on a walk, but I also wanted to just talk you through some tips and pointers to help make your dog walks more enjoyable and more fulfilling, and maybe even help with some of the training side of things. The first thing to remember really is that dogs are different to us. Their world is very much a world of smell. If I told you that a dog can smell one drop of blood in 4 Olympic-sized swimming pools, that tells you that their sense of smell is far, far better than ours. So don't be scared to let them sniff. If they are standing and sniffing, a bit of grass very, very intently, is more than likely because there's something very, very interesting going on. And allowing them to do that will make their walks a lot more fulfilling, but also if you imagine taking in that much information from the environment, it's actually really tiring. It tires out their brain an awful lot. So sniffing is important for dogs. The other thing to be maybe a little bit more aware of is those moments when your dog sort of naturally, off their own accord, looks at you. Be sure that when they do that, that you reward it. Maybe with a little bit of food, but it could also be just by looking back at them and engaging with them, saying something to them when they do that. Dogs are quite simple. If they do something and it gets rewarded, they're more likely to do it again. So if that means that they're going to check in with you more often, it'll make your life a lot more easy. You could maybe walk past another dog a little bit easier, or even if your dog was off the lead, and you were rewarding those check-ins, they can make the difference between being able to recall your dog because they every so often keep their eye on you, or not, and your dog just goes off and does their own thing. On the lead, what's important to remember is, for example, your lead skills. Often when a dog pulls, our first reaction is to pull back on the lead and pull the lead into us. And often that just creates this sort of yes-no game, and also from a learning point of view, the dog doesn't learn much from that. So a much better option when your dog pulls is to literally just stop moving, and see if you can bring their attention back onto you and get the tension off the lead. And when they do that, you can start moving again. So you're actually using that movement as a reward. When you're walking your dog on the lead, just a few tips really. One of them is changing your pace up or down. So by doing that, often just that in itself makes your dog focus on you more, because all of a sudden you're walking faster or slower and they start paying more attention. Also on your walks, try and go different routes rather than the same route. And if it is a route that you do fairly regularly, do daft things. See if you can walk that same route but backwards. If you're walking in a town, see if you can cross the road 5 or 6 times, which is completely pointless, but actually because you're changing things and you're adding variety, your dog starts to focus more on you. And that's important because for a dog on a walk, there's so much going on in the environment that it's really easy to lose their focus on you. And often as an owner, we have to work that bit harder to get our dogs to realise that we're still there. Always make sure that you've got something on you that your dog really enjoys, whether it be food or toys or even both, and don't be afraid to use that. As I just said at the beginning, dogs like having fun, they like doing doggy things, so what better way of doing that with you rather than you being sort of on the sideline and watching them have fun by themselves. You'll see in the video, for example, one of my dogs loves to sniff. So what I do with her is I give her little sniffing games. So I might drop a few bits of food, especially in grass, works really well. And there she is sniffing for those bits of food. And often because she enjoys it so much, she'll be more switched on and more focused on me to see if I'm going to give her another opportunity to play that game. So think of having fun and playing and being your dog's best playmate, rather than them looking for that entertainment and that outlet in the environment. So in the rest of the video you can see a few bits and a few ideas. If you'd like to know more, we're on Facebook and we're online. It's all Positive Dog Services. So hopefully I will speak to you at some point in the future. But for now, enjoy your walks.
Twist. Let's go. Wait.